5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358.
Hello Gorgeous.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Good morning, 27 minutes after 7 o'clock. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to WOCA, The Source. We are broadcasting live this Tuesday morning from the Paddock Mall just outside the WOCA commissary where you too can get a beer. There's a beer in there. Just a little bit in there.
Yeah.
Good morning, Robin. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. Let's see. It is 27 minutes after 7. It is Tuesday, June 25th, 2019. And let me do a quick amateur weatherman thing here. It's 79 degrees right now. Looks like we got about a 15% chance we'll see rain this afternoon. 97 the high today, 74 the low tonight. Tomorrow the same thing, exactly. Thursday, same thing. Friday, that's when you get about a 50% chance of rain. Saturday, same thing, 50%, and Sunday, 50%. So you got 3 days the same and 3 more days the same as each other.
Yeah.
Amateur weatherman is what I am. I don't claim to know.
You am what you am.
Thank you, Olive Oil. Appreciate that. 7:35. We will open up the phone lines. We will talk in an informal way about the news and things going on in our lives, in this country, in this world, in this room. So it's kind of a fun 25 minutes each morning. Galen, Unold at 8:05. Got something fun for Galen today. Card games. There's some new card games out there. Some of them are not new, though. I guess these are just recommended card games. This is not your normal 52-card deck of cards. These are specially made card games. And these are the best for a party. So you're having a group of people coming over. You know, you're not that creative with doing stuff. You don't really like charades. So we'll get a game. You know, this is fun.
Yeah.
You'll have some fun with these ones. Card games for your party. News Bites at 8:35. That's when we turn off the attempt to be entertaining. We just read the news. And then at 9:05, the Oasis of the Week is when Carol Ann Baldwin comes in and brings us her show called In the Garden with Carol Ann.
Oh, yeah.
It's a full hour long. Be sure to call in and have your questions about your garden answered.
She's pretty amazing.
The one thing I wanted about that, I was thinking about, some of the homeowners associations that don't allow you to plant certain flowers in your yard. I wonder why.
Exactly.
I wonder what the deal is with that. Okay. Auto repair with personal care. I got to get my tires changed, so I'm going to talk to Matt about my tires. I'll probably drop it off there today.
Okay.
Adam Waits is an award-winning social psychologist speaking about the power of human. Mm-hmm. How our shared humanity can help us create a better world. Oh, I've believed that all my life.
Yeah, exactly. We practice that.
Dr. Doug Moffitt is talking about the pelvic wellness program. We'll find out what that is. Mm-hmm. And Gene Goldman, the mid-year market outlook. We'll be right back.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. Outrageous and idiotic what Iran's president is calling new U.S. sanctions against his country, signed by President Trump yesterday.
Will deny the Supreme Leader and the Supreme Leader's office and those closely affiliated with him and the office access to key financial resources.
This as lawmakers in Washington disagree on the president's reach.
Whether President Trump needs authorization for military strikes against Iran. The Senate could officially consider that this week as they debate the national defense bill. bill.
Fox's Ray Bogan. The White House also threatening to veto a $4.5 billion House bill to improve the treatment of migrant families detained after crossing our southern border. Also facing dissension among lawmakers.
House Democrat leadership sources tell Fox News they do not have the votes to pass it yet. Some members in the Progressive and Hispanic caucuses want to add provisions before they'll support it.
Fox's Griff Jenkins. This is Fox News.
It may not be stomach issues.
For me, it's intense gas, or pain, or diarrhea, sometimes all at once, over and over.
I spent years with the symptoms, but could never figure it out.
No matter what I did, they never went away. So I decided to break it down for my doctor and get really specific about my symptoms.
We discovered that exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, may be the reason for my stomach issues.
EPI is caused by my pancreas. It leads to diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools. The symptoms just don't go away.
But EPI can show up with even one symptom.
The good news? EPI is manageable.
But to get to the right diagnosis, you have to break it down for your doctor and get specific about the severity of your symptoms.
Visit identifyepi.com to learn more and use the symptom checker to help change the conversation with your doctor. Brought to you by AbbVie.
Here is your 1-minute news brief. Florida schools will help students plan for careers even if they don't want to seek a 4-year college degree under an education bill signed by Governor Ron DeSantis. SpaceX launched its heftiest rocket with 24 research satellites yesterday, a middle-of-the-night rideshare featuring a deep space atomic clock, solar sail, a clean and green rocket fuel test bed, and even human ashes. A total of 50 dogs and 34 cats were rescued from a small mobile home in Suwannee County. A 55-year-old Ocala man was arrested after sheriff's deputies say he fired birdshot at passing motorists. Tiger Woods is no longer a defendant in a wrongful death lawsuit filed by the parents of a drunken driver who died in a car crash in Palm Beach County. Mickey Mouse, or rather those who wear his costume, has stood up to the Teamsters Union. James Hopper says he'll make things right. And a groundbreaking ceremony was held yesterday for the construction of Phase 2 of the train line that will run from Miami to Orlando. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Sunshine and some clouds on this Tuesday. There can be a thunderstorm around this afternoon, although mainly dry conditions along the coast. The high 92 at the coast, 96 inland. For Tuesday night, an evening thunderstorm, otherwise clear to partly cloudy, though 74 inland, 79 at the coast. For Wednesday, partly sunny with a pop-up shower or thunderstorm during the midday and afternoon hours. High 91 at the coast, 96 inland. Thursday, partly sunny, an afternoon shower or thunderstorm, high 87 to 91. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
Look now, they're here, the absolute best deals of the year at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. See for yourself at bobwinescamelliagardens.net and you'll spot real deals like these. A great selection of fruit trees including peach, plum, pear, apple, nectarine, pecan, banana, fig, and more. All buy one, get one free. You want more? How about this one? A great selection of budded and blooming crepe myrtles, regularly at $9.99, just $3.99 while supplies last at Bob Wine's. And get this, all larger size crepe myrtles, they're also on BOGO. And listen, flowering vines, more than a dozen to choose from, also buy one, get one free. Truckload rose sale too. You gotta check it out at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, daily till 4, Saturdays till 3, in the same blooming place since 1952.
Visit the Appleton Museum of Art for free on Saturday, July 6th from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. All ages are invited to enjoy the special exhibitions, permanent collection, outdoor sculptures, and make art in the art space, all at no charge. The museum's education department will also host an open house so visitors can see the art studios, meet the teachers, and watch art-making demonstrations. Located at 4333 East Silver Springs Boulevard in Ocala. For more information, go to appletonmuseum.org.
All right, thank you, me. 25 minutes before 8 o'clock, another beautiful day in Ocala. Thank you for tuning in. You know, every morning, pretty much, I always do the amateur weatherman thing, and I thought I would give you some information so you can tell the weather yourself. You know, I know you have your apps. I know you got your TV stations. I know you tune into the radio for the weather, and I know we got our different weather guys that come on, and but I have a different way, Robin. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay, now this is coming from a very reliable source, the Farmer's Almanac.
Okay, that is reliable.
And they make it easy for you because they rhyme, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you a few rhymes to help you know what the imminent weather is.
Okay.
What the weather is, okay? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm set. Imminent weather.
Let's see. When a cow endeavors to scratch its ear, it means a shower is very near. Now, this is from the Farmer's Almanac.
I like this.
I never saw a cow try to scratch its ear, but next I'm going to have to pay attention. But it means a shower is very near.
Oh, okay.
If a robin sings in the bush,
yes,
then the weather will be coarse. Well, hello, that doesn't rhyme. But there you go. There's another one. If robin sings in the bush, then the weather will be coarse.
Oh.
If the robin sings on the barn, then the weather will be warm. That's an awkward rhyme.
Yeah, but it's a stretch, but it works.
That's sort of kind. Wild geese, going out to sea, all fine weather it will be. There's one.
Yeah.
So if you see the wild geese going out to sea, it's going to be a good day.
That's right, exactly.
Well, I guess so. They don't want to be flying over the ocean when there's going to be a storm.
Right,
Right.
Exactly.
So that's wild geese going to the hill, the weather it will spill.
Oh, okay.
This is awkward too, but there you go.
It works.
Wolves always howl more before a storm. So if the wolves are howling, it's going to be a storm. Let's see. Deer and elk come down from the mountains at least 2 days before a storm. Well, that doesn't rhyme at all. But there you go. Deer and elk come down. So if you have deer and elk coming down from the mountains, you're not going to see too many around here. If the rooster crows on going to bed, you may rise with a watery head. You think? I thought roosters crow. Okay. When deer are in a gray coat in October, expect a severe winter.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen a gray deer. Have you?
Yes. Yep.
You have?
Yeah. Oh, the big ones up in Wisconsin. Yeah.
All right. When the donkey blows his horn, it's time to house your hay and corn. I can't really use any of these unless it says something. If a dog barks at noon, you're going to need a spoon. Then maybe I can understand. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's see. When a squirrel eats nuts in a tree, weather is as warm can be. Now that one, we have squirrels around here.
Yeah, we do. We do, and we see them eating nuts all over the place.
When the cat lies in the sun in February, she will creep behind the stove in March.
Oh,
so it'll be cold in March?
It's going to be really cold in March then.
The cat lies in the sun all the time. Cat loves the sun.
Yeah.
So does the dog.
Exactly.
They'll find one patch of sunlight on the carpet. Just lay right there. Right there.
I know. I love the sun too.
Let's see. If a cat sits with its back to the fire, frost and hard weather can be expected. That doesn't rhyme very well. Here we go.
No, it does not.
When the swallow's nest is high, the summer is very dry. So Now, why would he put the nest high, or she?
Yeah, exactly.
When the swallow buildeth low, you can safely reap and sow.
Oh, my.
Buildeth low. And finally, so before you put away those winter boots or your rain gear, observe how your pets or wild animals are behaving here. Mm-hmm. Well, hello. That's it. All right, so your dog might know. You know, when I was in California, the thing they would say is if the dogs are going like antsy, that means there's going to be an earthquake.
Oh.
And everybody said that. It wasn't like one of those things like one guy said it. It was everybody.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
I think I have a phone call. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. Red skies in the morning, sailor take warning. Red sky at night, sailor's delight.
All right. If I go sailing, it'll probably be in a pontoon boat on the river.
Have a good day.
Thank you, Jim. There's another thing, too, I thought was kind of cool, and then we'll do the news. I know I'm being silly a little bit.
Yeah, but I think it's cool.
It's not even Friday.
Yeah, but every year you and I buy a Farmer's Almanac for Carol Ann Baldwin, so we buy it, and then we give it to her every year, so that way she has a new one.
I know. It's a different kind of science. But anyway, so there was a thing in you're a Bible girl. You know more about the Bible and exact quotes and all that.
I don't think so.
I think you do. But anyway, so there's a thing with Jesus says, heal thyself, right? Is there something in the Bible, heal thy?
Yeah, I've heard that phrase.
Okay. Put the words heal and thy together, and you get the word healthy.
Healthy. Oh, I never noticed that before.
I know.
That's cool.
So heal thyself by being a healthy self.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, look at that.
Isn't that great?
How did we never notice that one before?
Yeah, what a cool notice that you did. You always notice stuff
I
like
did
that.
notice that one. Good morning, you're on the air.
Boy, I remember that one because I didn't have insurance, so I had to stay healthy. We always learned about cows. If they were laying down, it was a sign that it was going to rain. And for any pilot that was going to make an emergency landing in a cow field, the cows all facing the same direction because they face away from the wind, so you kind of knew which way the wind was going.
Oh, really? Well, that's interesting to know. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay, have a good one.
Thank you. Appreciate the input. Do you know what?
That's cool.
Okay, I have one from my childhood. My grandfather,
Okay.
who moved to Florida, which is the reason I'm here, actually. But my grandfather who moved to Florida, I would visit here in the summers, and he would always say, if the dragonflies are flying close to the lawn, to the grass, that means it's going to rain. And I still think that today. I'll look out the window here, and if I see dragonflies close to the ground.
Don't you call them dining needles? Isn't that what you call them?
The dining needles.
Or are they
I don't know.
different?
Okay, my grandfather
'Cause I
called them
don't know.
dragonflies, just so
Oh,
you know.
okay.
But yes, I did call dining needles the little tiny dragonflies. I don't know if it's the same bug. I don't know if it's a baby version of the big one or not. Or is it two separate bugs? I don't know.
Oh, okay. Carol Ann should know. She's an expert on
There you
plants
go.
and bugs.
And I got another question for Carolyn, but it's
Okay.
more political.
There you go.
Why do some homeowners associations only allow certain flowers?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there might be a reason for it. She might know.
There could be.
All right, let's look at the news. I know. Hey, yesterday, by the way, we had in the studio Elisa
Yes.
Ski. Am I saying her name right?
Yes.
Elisa is the mom of Margay. Margay is the 13-year-old girl who died in a school bus here in Marion County in 2008.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact date, but it was a horrible story. If you were here and you remember it, I'm sure you remember the heartbreak we all felt. And she had, and Margay had, what happened was a semi crashed into the back of the school bus, and the school bus went into flames.
Yeah.
And Margay was burnt to death, literally.
Yeah.
The rest of the children were able to get off okay, and the most serious of the injured is doing okay, living in L.A. now, she told us.
Yes.
But anyway, so when this poor woman went through so much grief in her life, and she was such a beautiful lady, and came in here to share her story. And before Margay died, she had been writing what now is a book. And the book is called, oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of it. I have it somewhere.
I can't remember the name of the book. I'm sorry.
But anyway, it's very profound. It's one line. It's like, almost like a list of ways to live your life.
Yep.
And so I, for one reason or another, didn't get to labeling the video of the interview yesterday. So I did it this morning. So if you were looking for it, A, I apologize for not getting right to it. And B, I just want you to know it's there now. So if you go to the WOCA YouTube page, you'll see the video of Elisa
Yes.
talking to us about Margay and that whole story. And so, and if there's any takeaway at all from that whole interview, that whole story, don't use your phone when you're in the car. I gotta stop doing that too.
It's called My Guide of Life.
Thank you.
And the website is myguideoflife.com. It's got a very heart-rendering video on there. It's
yeah, I still haven't seen that video.
It's beautiful. You show her just just being all herself, and then you see the fired bus, and that semi driver is ridiculous.
All right, let's see.
So bad on his part.
Let's look at some of the news things. What do you think about these stories? You are invited to call in to tell us what you think about them. Governor DeSantis signed a bill yesterday that will help students plan for careers even if they don't want to seek a 4-year college degree. It says, besides promoting career and technical training, the new law will also require that high schools teach financial literacy and allow students to use computer science courses to help meet math and science graduation requirements. It will also provide help for students who want to return to college if they are a few credits short of earning a degree. It requires that schools provide a course in career and education training for middle school students. I'm going to hold on to this one so that when Dr. Mayer is in the studio next month, we'll be able to ask her about this. Because to be honest with you, I'm not really sure what all of this implies and what changes it means for the kids. But it sounds like a good thing. It sounds like, we've said this all along, that everybody is not academically inclined. Some people are mechanically inclined or electronically inclined. And maybe they're not so good at math and history and some of those other subjects, but they can put a car together, or they can take a computer apart and put it back together, or, and so some of those skills, oh my gosh, we need people with those skills. So,
and that's why our Marion County public school system is really, really good. We've got Marion Technical Institute, and then we have, and it is a full-fledged high school. And you go there and you learn your hands-on careers if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
So the Marion County public school system is really, really good. They cover all the bases for everything.
SpaceX launched its rocket, Falcon Heavy rocket, last night. Anybody go out and watch it? Hint, hint. Hugh, did you go?
Not me. I was sleeping.
This rocket carries 24 satellites. 24 satellites were in this rocket.
Wow.
Let's see. It's got, among other things, it also has some ashes from people who have died, some cremains. One of those cremains, one of them is part of the cremains of an astronaut. Bill Pogue was his name. He died in 2014. He was one of the first space station astronauts. Bill Pogue had his ashes. There were 150 other deceased people's remains on that rocket. That's pretty interesting, isn't it?
It is. It's very interesting. It's very interesting.
There's a few interesting things on there. It says here, both side boosters were able to successfully land back at Cape Canaveral after the launch, but the big one that they were trying to land out at sea did not successfully land.
Oh, okay. And they have all those platforms out there to try to, navigate it toward off of Jacksonville.
Let's see. The new core booster missed the ocean platform. NASA signed up for a spot on the rocket along with National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration and Air Force Research Laboratory, the Planetary Society, and Celestis. That's the company with the remains.
Oh, okay.
The Deep Space Atomic Clock by NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory is a technology demo aimed at self-flying spacecraft. It's about the size of a toaster oven.
Oh, okay. That movie, The Brave Little Toaster. Remember that animated movie? It was great.
The Air Force Research Laboratory had space weather experiments on board, 6 small atmospheric experimental satellites for weather forecasting. The Falcon Heavy is the most powerful rocket in use today. How about that?
Nice.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning.
Did you see the rocket go up?
Well, you bet I was out there at 2:30.
It was. Oh my gosh! It was 2:30. Holy cow!
Wow.
Well, I watched the news on TV at 11. And they said it was delayed till 2:30. So I didn't set my alarm or nothing, but I'm kind of a sleeper. I look at the clock every once in a while. I figured I'll probably be pretty good. And son of a gun, I looked at that clock at 25 after 2. Got my pajamas on real quick and ran out there barefoot in the field. And right on time, that thing went up at 2:30. And was it ever neat? Because there was a large rising half moon in the sky just about where it takes off. And I thought, boy, that rocket's going to hit that moon there when it goes up. Right in front of it.
Yeah, right.
I was about 6 to 8 inches off to the right. But boy, that was a beauty. It wasn't a cloud in the sky, and it was unbelievable. And I was very concerned because after it got up in the sky, after maybe like a minute and a half, all of a sudden it was like these sparks all over the place. And I thought, oh my God, don't tell me that thing blew up, But what was happening, I believe it was releasing its boost rockets, how they kind of like blow away to the ship.
Yeah,
But I ran in the house, put the TV on, and then said, no, the blast was normal and everything was going okay. But for a while there, I thought I might have seen an explosion.
Yeah, right.
It was like little sparks in the place,
that's exciting, yeah.
Quite a thing. And let me tell you, it was just me and the mosquitoes out there.
Yeah, that's cool. I knew you wouldn't let us down. I knew you would watch that thing. I didn't know it went up so late, though. Oh, my gosh. Wow.
Gosh.
Yeah, well, I don't know when the next one's going to be, but I can tell anybody it's for me, it's quite I get a big thrill watching something like that. You know, it really gets your mind to thinking about, you're on this whole planet, and this is the only thing that's taken off like that anywhere on the planet, right here in Florida. So, it's any hope that if you're successful. And I watched it. I would say you could see it for about at least maybe 2 minutes before it disappeared. You couldn't see the flame anymore. But it's just a great living down here, and one of the things I enjoy living here.
Absolutely. No, I'm with you. I love that kind of stuff. I know some of the people who are younger than us, Galen, can't understand why we are so enthralled by this, but we are. It's just exciting. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking for the next one. We'll see what it's going to be. I don't know. I know we're going to have a lot of action down here because private industry is getting involved in that, and plus the government. So it's going to be a busy space program down there.
All right. Hey, thank you, Hugh. Thank you for letting us know how that went.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate that. Here's another story Hugh would probably like. It was a groundbreaking ceremony yesterday for the construction of Phase 2 of the train line that will run from Miami to Orlando and eventually to Tampa, if all goes as planned. If the guest we had in here not too long ago, maybe a month ago, if he can get his ideas heard and acted on by those in our government, maybe we'll have a train that also goes from Tampa to Tallahassee. Is that what he was doing?
Yes.
Tampa to Jacksonville? So,
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. There are trains already that do that. I was a little confused by all that. But anyway, so there you go. Mickey Mouse is pushing back against the Teamsters Union.
Okay.
And when I say Mickey Mouse, I don't mean Disney World. I mean Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
He's fed up. They're not representing him. He said, "It's horrible misrepresentation. Goofy, we got to stand up for ourselves. We got to get rid of these creeps."
That's right. That's right.
Come on, Goofy, let's take them on. So he did.
Wow.
These are the actors who play the characters in Disney, by the way.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Isn't that amazing? So the actors who play Mickey Mouse and Goofy and the other characters, they threatened to leave the Teamsters Union because they were horribly misrepresented. That's their words. So,
what's going on?
Teamsters General President Jimmy Hoffa, this
of course,
must be his son, appointed 2 associates yesterday. He said, "I'm here. This is going on over there with the Mickey Mouse guy. Come on, let's go over there and see what's going on." So they went over to the local union, Robin.
Yes.
He put a letter. Hoffa put a letter on the door of Local 385. The letter said, "We have begun the process known as trusteeship. We made up the word. It's okay. Local 385 represents costumed character performers, truck drivers, and other Walt Disney World workers," Robin.
Nice. Good for you.
Jimmy Hoffa promised to send resources to help with the local union. He said, "We can't do Mickey Mouse this way. We got to take care of our friend over there."
That's right.
In the Magic Kingdom, it's magic, There was a truck driver named Ralph. Ralph is a Disney truck driver.
Wreck-It Ralph.
He said, "Yeah, I'm happy about this. I'm ecstatic." Teamsters spokeswoman Cara Deniz said an election will be held within 18 months, Robin.
Well, good. I'm
so
glad.
Members can choose new leaders.
There you go.
He said those other leaders, they weren't doing their job, Robin. They got to fix that over there.
That's right, and they're on their way to fixing it too. These are tough guys. They're gonna fix it and make everything.
Come on, go
fair.
This is we're being horribly misrepresented.
Maybe Mickey Mouse will run for the president of Local Union 385.
What they should do is they should get rid of that guy in the Mickey Mouse costume in Times Square.
Yes.
He does not represent Mickey Mouse.
No, not at all.
Let's see. The Lion. Oh, another Disney story. The Lion King souvenir. Oh, this is the kind of story that you say, explain to me how news gets in the news.
Okay.
How does this get into the news? The Lion King souvenir popcorn buckets have arrived at the Animal Kingdom.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
The new popcorn buckets are designed to look like wooden drums.
Uh-huh.
But they hold popcorn, Robin.
Oh, nice.
You want some popcorn and a drum?
Uh-huh.
The drum costs you $14.99.
Of course it does. Does that mean you can buy the drum and then get free popcorn every time you visit Animal Kingdom if you bring your drum?
How well do you know Disney?
Yeah, that's never going to happen.
They don't even treat Mickey Mouse right.
No, exactly.
Think about it.
No
Think
refills
about
for you.
that.
Yeah.
Even the star of the show is being horribly misrepresented.
Yeah, exactly.
You would think if anybody got the red carpet treatment, it would be the mouse.
That's right, for sure.
The whole thing started with him.
Exactly.
I've never been a fan of mobster kind of activity, but Jimmy Hoffa, thank you.
Thank you, Jimmy Hoffa.
Because we don't want our mouse taken. Treat the mouse good, you know?
That's right. He'll go overseas. He won't stay here.
That's right. We'll lose him to France.
That's right.
Be a French mouse.
That's right. Monsieur Mickey.
Speaking of France.
Yes.
Paris, France, reigns as the greatest vacation destination for the second year in a row.
Nice.
Determined by a mix of experts. Whatever that means. The list places the City of Lights, that's Paris, at number 1. Number 2 is New Zealand's South Island. Number 3 is Rome. Number 4 is Tahiti. Number 5 is London.
Oh, okay.
The greatest vacation destinations in the world.
Nice.
So there you go. Go to Paris. Paris.
Healthcare
workers from the Department of Veterans Affairs are scheduled to testify at a congressional hearing today, examining the VA's treatment of whistleblowers. The hearing comes after 3 VA healthcare professionals said that managers have retaliated against them and tried to stop them from disclosing issues at VA medical centers.
Yeah, because they won't be in power anymore. They'll be fired and they'll lose their cushy job. They make a lot of money, those upper echelon at the VA.
Come on, Goofy, let's get out of here.
There you go. Yep. The upper echelon VA, they make a lot of money.
An Iraq war veteran will receive the Medal of Honor from President Trump for rescuing his squad and clearing out a house full of Iraqi insurgents during the Battle of Fallujah. David Balavia will receive the nation's highest military award for valor today at a White House ceremony. The Second Battle of Fallujah, or Operation Phantom Fury, was the war's bloodiest battle. Close to 100 American soldiers lost their lives during the month-and-a-half-long battle in November of 2004. Balavia is the first living veteran of the Iraq War to receive the honor.
Thank you, David. Thank you, sir.
The shocking news broke on June 25th, 2009. 10 years ago today, Michael Jackson, the king of pop, was found dead at the age of 50. The loss of one of music's greats, later determined to be from a drug overdose, left his legions of fans devastated. Sister Janet Jackson recently opened up about the iconic brother and his lasting influence. She said, "I love it when I see kids emulating him when adults still listen to his music." Jackson's legacy has a dark side. Allegations of child molestation recently explored in an HBO film, Leaving Neverland. USA Today's Maria Puente writes, quote, 10 years may not be enough time yet to work this out. With the Jackson fans and critics occupying hostile camps and lobbing toxic tweets at each other.
Glad it's just words, not bullets.
There you go. And I think I have time for one more. Squeeze in one more. Universal Orlando has announced another original house for this year's Halloween Horror Nights, believe it or not.
Nice.
It's called Yeti, Terror of the Yukon. You're going to a logging camp, and you can guess the rest. All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back. Galen Unold up next. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
Fox News. I'm Lillian Wu. Iran mocking President Trump, who signed new sanctions against it. Tehran questioning the president's mental abilities. The U.S. saying,
if Iran were serious about a solution, it wouldn't be violating the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. It wouldn't be the world's central banker of international terrorism. It wouldn't have its forces engaged in combat in other sovereign countries.
That's National Security Advisor John Bolton speaking from Jerusalem. They have 2 weeks to come up with a migrant asylum solution, but Democratic lawmakers could be running into roadblocks.
Congress is in recess next week, so that means it's really this week or nothing. Remember, the Senate and the House have to each pass their bills respectively. Then it has to be blended before it can go to the White House, where we hear there's a veto threat raising new questions.
Fox's Griff Jenkins. That veto threat aimed at a $4.5 billion House bill meant to improve the treatment of migrant families. This is Fox News.
It may not be stomach issues.
For me, it's intense gas, or pain, or diarrhea, sometimes all at once, over and over.
I spent years with the symptoms, but could never figure it out.
No matter what I did, they never went away. So I decided to break it down for my doctor and get really specific about my symptoms.
We discovered that exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, may be the reason for my stomach issues.
EPI is caused by my pancreas. It leads to diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools. The symptoms just don't go away.
But EPI can show up with even one symptom.
The good news? EPI is manageable.
But to get to the right diagnosis, you have to break it down for your doctor and get specific about the severity of your symptoms.
Visit identifyepi.com to learn more and use the symptom checker to help change the conversation with your doctor. Brought to you by AbbVie.
Rep Today is a one-day reptile event in Gainesville. It's June 29th at the Wyndham Garden at 2900 Southwest 13th Street. Call 863-268-4273 or go to Repticon.com for more information and to purchase tickets. It may not be Jurassic Park, but you'll encounter live animals and see thousands of reptiles and other exotic animals. Again, that's June 29th at the Wyndham Garden in Gainesville because kids of all ages love reptiles. Rep Today. Here is your 1-minute news brief. Florida schools will help students plan for careers even if they don't want to seek a 4-year college degree under an education bill signed by Governor Ron DeSantis. SpaceX launched its heftiest rocket with 24 research satellites yesterday, a middle-of-the-night rideshare featuring a deep space atomic clock, solar sail, a clean and green rocket fuel test bed, and even human ashes. A total of 50 dogs and 34 cats were rescued from a small mobile home in Suwannee County. A 55-year-old Ocala man was arrested after sheriff's deputies say he fired birdshot at passing motorists. Tiger Woods is no longer a defendant in a wrongful death lawsuit filed by the parents of a drunken driver who died in a car crash in Palm Beach County. Mickey Mouse, or rather those who wear his costume, has stood up to the Teamsters Union. James Hopper says he'll make things right. And a groundbreaking ceremony was held yesterday for the construction of Phase 2 of the train line that will run from Miami to Orlando. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Sunshine and some clouds on this Tuesday. There can be a thunderstorm around this afternoon, although mainly dry conditions along the coast. The high 92 at the coast, 96 inland. For Tuesday night, an evening thunderstorm, otherwise clear to partly cloudy, though 74 inland, 79 at the coast. For Wednesday, partly sunny with a pop-up shower or thunderstorm during the midday and afternoon hours. High 91 at the coast, 96 inland. Thursday, partly sunny, an afternoon shower or thunderstorm, high 87 to 91. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. It's time to get that new look started. Let's get rid of those sun-damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. Humidity is not your hair's friend. It causes your hair to capture moisture and leaves it looking dry and unhealthy. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. So let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
AccuSleep offers a safe and effective medical option for those who suffer from sleep disorders of all kinds. AccuSleep makes restoring healthy sleep patterns possible. No medication, no surgery, just good sound sleep. Mend your sleep so you can stop counting sheep. Experience restorative sleep at AccuSleep, the acupuncture sleep clinic in Ocala by calling 352-615-5566.
Thank you very much. 5 minutes after 8 o'clock, a nice-looking Tuesday. You made it through Monday. It's always a good thing to get through Monday, you know. Unless, of course, you don't have Saturday and Sunday off. I had my share of jobs where the weekends had no effect on me at all because I had to work all weekends. Don't you hate a job when the 2 days off are not next to each other? Like when you have a Tuesday and a Friday or something like that?
I've had jobs like that.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. Well,
I've had jobs like that.
Hey, Galen Unold is on the phone from Life South Community Blood Center. Good morning, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Pretty good. Where are you right now?
Heading to Gainesville.
All right. Are you in the union? Any union?
No.
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 Well, Mickey Mouse is sick and tired of his union. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear this one. No.
Yeah, he said be horribly misrepresented. Him and Goofy agreed. So they said, so Jimmy Hoffa, this is not a made-up story, by the way. The characters who play the people who play the characters, they felt like they were horribly misrepresented. They wanted out, and then Jimmy Hoffa himself went over there and said, oh, okay, we're going to get rid of the guys who are doing trouble, and we're going to get good guys in there.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Wow.
Teamsters Union.
Got to take care of them.
Who knew that Mickey Mouse was in the Teamsters Union? Who knew that?
I guess Jimmy Hoffa's in alive. He hasn't been dead all these years. He isn't buried in Meadowlands.
Well, I do think we need the word junior attached to that. Yeah, it's his son.
It's a better story if you don't.
That's right.
He's at the Haunted Mansion. That's where he's buried.
Exactly.
Right. Why not? Why not?
I bet you this
at the right time.
I bet you there's. This would be interesting. There's no way to know this, but how many people have actually dropped ashes at the Haunted Mansion?
I bet there are a few.
Kind of secretly, like, just little.
Yeah, I am sure there are ashes all over Disney World.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everywhere. So.
Well, there was 150.
I wonder if that's a thing. There's all these, you can go down a rabbit hole of things to find at Disney World, and I wonder if that's one of them. So.
Yeah, you'd have to know. I wonder if you get in trouble if they found out that you did.
Oh, probably.
Mm.
But I think it's wonderful. I mean, if that's the wish of the person to have the ashes distributed, then they should be honored. Like you said.
It's legal.
Yeah. But Larry had that news story this morning that part of the ashes of an astronaut went up on the Falcon Heavy rocket yesterday.
That's a weird name, isn't it? Falcon Heavy.
Yeah, so I wonder where the other part of the ashes went.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they got permission to do that from, the Space Army. But, yeah, I don't think it's legal just to put your ashes all over Disney World.
No, I don't think so either.
By the way, I have something that I learned I want to share with you. Maybe you all know this already, but I never knew it before. It has nothing at all to do with what we're going to talk about, but I wanted to squeeze it in. It's kind of a little tidbit. Ready? The word barbarian. Yeah. The word barbarian comes from the Greek, Greece, whatever. Because when they spoke their language, every other language to them sounded like people saying bar, 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 bar. So they called them barbarians, which of course now we pronounce it barbarians. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I knew it was a Greek word. I didn't know that they named them because that's what they sounded like.
Bar, 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 bar.
That almost sounds like a Larry joke.
No, I swear you could look it up. You can look it up.
Oh, I believe you. You didn't tell me I have a joke for you, so yeah.
But it is interesting how arrogant we as humans are. We always think that our way of doing things is exactly the way it should be done, no matter what. So, in their culture, their language, come on, you're a barbarian. You're not speaking the right language, right?
Well, history is written by people who win.
That's it. Yeah. All right. Hey, do you and your wife host parties at your house?
Yeah, occasionally.
Yeah? How many people typically show up?
It's usually us plus 4. I don't like to go bigger than that.
That's a nice size. Yeah. Anything coming up like before? Because your wife is going to Greece, so she's going to know about bar.
That's right. No, we're not. I don't think we'll do anything between now and September.
Oh, okay.
I doubt. I really doubt.
So do you just have people come over and then you eat and talk, or do you actually have an organized game or something planned out?
No, nothing organized.
Nothing organized?
No.
Well, I have some card games you might want to throw into the mix next time.
But it's not cold outside. I think people who like card games are used to it being really, really cold outside.
Okay, that's fair to say, yeah.
So, I'll give you an example. So every time I go on a cruise,
right?
In the bar, there'll be, maybe 2, sometimes 3 different groups who are playing cards, like in the lounge. And when I always ask them where they're from, they're always from like Minnesota or Wisconsin.
That's right.
Or Idaho. And I'm like, well, it could be 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm like, well, you're in the Caribbean now. You should go look at that thing called the sun. But people who live in warm climates don't play cards.
You're making a good point. I noticed that Robin's mom likes to play cards.
Yeah, I love playing cards. We have a good time.
Yeah, it's because what are you going to do during the winter?
But these are not the cards that you would normally pick, like the 52 cards with the aces and the diamonds and all that. These are like specially made. These are, well, they're not necessarily adult, but yeah, maybe they are adults. But anyway, so these are special made cards. I'm going to tell you about them. These are the top picks from Amazon, okay? The best card games for every kind of party. Okay? You're going to like this, I think. We'll find out. You might even buy one of these. Are you ready? All right, first of all, how's the blood supply?
We're still at that 3-day blood supply. We just need more people to get out there, give the life, and donate blood. Bottom line.
Donate blood.
We need our usage is going up, and our donations are not. So we need more blood donors.
So donate blood, save some lives. Thank you for doing that. I had numerous comments on my Facebook post regarding that incident we happened with the lady fell out here. And so people want our assisted living facilities and our rehabilitative centers. We want them to be professional, right?
Exactly.
It's a word I don't normally use with Palm Garden, but I'm going to use it right now. They are professional. Go to Palm Garden of Ocala. See why we always recommend Palm Garden. They are a skilled nursing, health, and rehabilitation center, and they are professional. They're at 2700 Southwest 34th Street. They will treat your mother right.
That's right, exactly.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm never, ever going to recommend that other one.
Not the other one, no. Thank you, Palm Garden, for sponsoring Galen's daily reminder for all of us to donate blood. Penn Flooring is also one of the sponsors. I want to make sure to mention them. Pay a visit over there. They're at 1201 Southwest 17th Street. They can show you how the flooring that they offer will look in your home or office, make your home or office more beautiful from the floor up. 1201 Southwest 17th Street. Their website is pennflooring.com. By the way, did you know that the word Pennsylvania is misspelled on the Liberty Bell?
Oh, I did not know that.
I didn't know that. All right, ready for the card games? Galen?
Yeah, that's a nice random fact.
That was just a random fact. Right. Yeah. Just like everything today, it's all random. It's Random Fact Day. That's why I'm doing this. Okay. Let's see. Here's one. If you're looking to spice up your party, throw this game into the mix. It's called Drunk, Stoned, or Stupid.
Okay.
Drunk, Stoned, or Stupid. The goal of the game is to assign each of the different personality characteristic traits to someone in your group.
Okay.
Sounds like you have to act them out.
That'd be cool.
You draw a card. For example, the card might say, has a dark side. Wakes up with a half a burrito in bed.
That would be stoned. But the thing is I'm not good at that with parties because my attention span, I just get bored with that kind of stuff.
So you have to.
And then I have to pay attention. I like to have disagreements about music. or
disagreements,
sports or politics or something.
Yeah, well, that's what we had when we went to the cigar bar. We had conversations about unplugged music and baseball.
Yes, it was great.
Yeah.
It
All right,
was wonderful.
I got one for you.
What is it?
And this one's going to make you think for a while.
Okay.
I think about this all the time. The best 30 seconds, the first 30 seconds of any song. You have to have your top 5. So you can't be 31 seconds, you can't be 28 seconds. The first 30 seconds was the best first 30 seconds of any song ever.
Now, how would you, I would say Stairway to Heaven comes to mind, but how would you know this?
But that's a lot longer than 30 seconds. And it doesn't get, the first 30 seconds is just the solo guitar. Hey, that could be your option. I just want you to know it's only 30 seconds.
Okay, but if I played 30 seconds of Stairway to Heaven, you definitely would get the gist of it.
Well, no, that's right. But that doesn't mean it's the best 30 seconds. Like Johnny Be Good by Chuck Berry.
Uh-huh, that's a good one, yeah.
Be one. Or Ozzy Osbourne, Crazy Train.
So you have these memorized. Yeah, I'm just...
I've been thinking about this for a long time.
Funeral for a Friend by Elton John. Funeral for a Friend by Elton John.
Yeah, that's a good first 30 seconds.
That is. That is a good one.
No. But that's what I'm talking about. That's always a good starter. Think about it now.
The Stranger by Billy Joel.
It's all piano, right?
No, he's whistling. He's whistling. Or somebody.
Oh, okay, that's the one. Yeah.
Somebody's whistling.
Somebody's whistling.
Yeah. But if you do want to do the first 30 seconds and it is piano, it would be another Billy Joel song, the Only the Good Die Young.
Yeah.
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 That's a good one, right?
I have to hear that one. I haven't heard either one of those in a while. All right. Well, that's good. See? That's a good... See how quickly that started a conversation?
That did.
I would follow up and say...
That did. Yeah, the 30 seconds part. That's...
Billy Joel in concert. Yay or nay?
Oh, absolutely. So, absolutely. Yeah. He's got a residency at Madison Square Garden once a month.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, there you go. See, now you got a conversation starter.
But I can tell. But, oh God, now you got me on a roll now. But anyway,
I told you.
Well, because you know who you're talking to.
No, but I can do this with anybody. And once I get you started, and I define the rules because it's really simply define those rules, right?
Well, except for the 30 seconds part.
And then what I say is, I need your top 5. So.
All right, Robin, what's name on phone for you?
Oh, Smoke on the Water. Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
it's a loop 30. So I would come back at you and say, well, it's just really 10 seconds 3 times. Something to consider.
Oh my gosh.
What was the song? There was a song that Manilow did that he used actually a classical piece. Was it Mandy?
I think it was Mandy.
Yeah, so it wasn't really part of the song, but he used a piece from some classical composer. Oh, here's one. This shows our age. All of these show our age, but Eric Carmen. All by Myself?
No idea.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. How about Africa by Toto?
Yeah, how's that go?
Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. That's not in my top 5.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that is a good one, though.
I love that one.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot.
Not in my top 5.
All right, good. That's a good. So that's what you do on the ship. You bring up this for the other travelers.
Well. No. That's something I'll do at like a party. I'll just throw it out there.
Oh, okay.
Color My World by Chicago.
Because now it's a whole conversation, and you can't stop thinking about it. It's right up there with, best Forrest Gump movies.
Okay, so I just I love the fact that you've told me this, because when we do football in the fall, if I'm sitting here, and you say, "Hey, Larry, are you there?" I'm gonna say, "Yeah, Galen, what's your favorite 30-second opening to a song?"
Right, but you can do it, and you can just
steal your idea.
Next thing you know, you got YouTube, and people are singing, and now you've got a nice little conversation going. And then you have something to judge people on because, my neighbor brought up one, and I'm like, that's a horrible choice.
Oh, really?
It was kind of fun.
No.
Anyway.
Wait a minute. When we went to, what was that thing we went to in Orlando, Robin, where people were gladiators, right?
Yeah.
And the Gladiators soundtrack, they sold these cassettes back then. It was cassettes, right?
Yes.
And it had, oh my gosh, the music on that cassette was so good. It was
wonderful.
It was so powerful, upbeat, and just a lot of drums and just good stuff.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
So there's probably a song on there.
I will tell you another one in my top 5 is Rush, Tom Sawyer. It's a great 30 seconds.
How does that go?
Oh.
I should.
On a day, boy, green side. See, and now you got me singing. But it's got a little of everything because it's Rush, right? So after the guitar intro, then the drums come in. And yeah.
Neil Peart.
Organ.
Neil Peart's the drummer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, now we can talk about the best drummers of all time.
It's the rabbit hole.
The thing about the best drummer conversation is not fair because most people know the most famous drummers. Not that they're not good, but a lot of people will name a famous drummer. They won't name really a good drummer.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good drummers that nobody knows the name of, right?
Exactly.
For whatever reason.
Like my brother Jim.
Like your brother Jim.
He's fabulous.
He's a good name. Good drummer. Yeah.
He is.
All right. How many card games have I told you about so far? Just one.
One? Oh, one.
Drunk, stoned, and stupid.
I'm not a card guy.
All right, but here's how this works. Here's how this works. You pick a card. Let's say there's 6 of you sitting around. All right, you and your wife and your 4 friends. Okay, and you pick one that says has a dark side. Now you have to lay that card down in front of that person upside down so they don't know what it says that you just said about them, right? Or maybe your wife picks one up and says has a morning glory hole. She's got to put that down by somebody. I'm just looking at some of the things they say here. Morning glory hole. Oh, that's when the underwear is loose? Okay, I got it. Yeah, that would go by Galen, I think.
Yeah, I would think so.
I would put that by Galen.
I wouldn't put that by Christy.
Wakes up with a burrito. What the hell?
Well, there you go.
All right, let's go next one. Exploding Kittens is the next one, Galen.
Oh.
Sounds like the name of a good band, like a good, punk band.
So is Morning Glory Hole.
Yeah.
That's a good name for it.
You can imagine the logo on the drum head, right?
Exploding Kittens. It says, no kittens are harmed in the making of this game. This is the game of Russian roulette Uno style.
Oh, gosh, I like it.
Everyone picks a card until someone draws an exploding kitten card.
I have to be able to speak Spanish.
Exploding el kitteno. How about the Sodally Tober?
So far, my game has been the best. You would agree.
That was fun. Yeah, but I don't have the games here to play. We actually played your game.
Right. I don't need any cards.
All right, the next one is Sodally Tober drinking game.
Point of that.
Each person takes turns drawing a card from the deck. There are 5 types of cards. You do something, special ability, suffer, or have a hidden trick.
Oh, wow.
I'm not, again, all these rules are trying to structure me. I don't like it.
No, okay. All right, so...
But then you end up waiting for somebody, it's like, and you have to have everybody fully committed to the game. There's always that person like me who's not fully committed.
What is amazing about...
talk about something else.
What is amazing about your complaint is that the very core of who you are is games. You don't think of basketball or baseball or football. You don't think of it that way, but they all are chock full of rules.
Yes, they are.
But I don't like to do that in my social time, right? Because I think, the world I live in is so structured, right? I mean, at work, I have an SOP for everything I do, a standard operating procedure that I have to follow for everything I do.
I'm glad you told me what SOP stands for.
Social time. I didn't know did you know what that meant? I don't know.
No, I did not know.
No. Not everybody knows what
I had
SOP
no idea what
is.
SOP was. I thought it was soap.
But But if we don't follow that, then we can. The FDA can come in and shut us down. So it's a really big thing. And so therefore, when I hang out, the last thing I want to do is be confined by a set of rules.
But yet there was a rule for 30 seconds on the game you gave us.
No, I gave you parameters. Now, you can come at me, and this is what usually happens. Because somebody invariably says Stairway to Heaven because it's the first thing you pop into.
It is one of the first ones.
And then you're like,
yes.
well, then we can extend it to 45 because Stairway to Heaven doesn't really get good until the drums come in at a minute and a half.
Oh, I disagree.
7.5 minutes long.
Absolutely disagree with that.
It's not a good song. 30 seconds?
The opening
plays the same chord over and over again.
No, he doesn't.
Play it.
You got to get a guitar.
Same. I don't even know what a chord is. I just threw that out there.
Oh, no wonder. Okay. Yeah, no. Stairway to Heaven does not start with a chord. All right.
I don't know what it starts with. It's the same thing over and over again.
Let me find here. Is this it? Let's see if I found it right. Or is this? Here we go. Now we're going to get flagged by YouTube.
Yeah.
Hear it? It's a chord progression done arpeggios.
Let it play 30 seconds. It's that for 30 seconds.
Correct. It's great.
Yeah, well, everybody knows.
It's not great. It's not their top 5.
All right.
Just not. It's not your top 5. You can't even hear it, by the way.
All right. You can't hear it?
You can't hear it.
All right, here we go. The 20 best song intros of all time. We're going to here we go.
It's got to be 30 seconds.
All right, we got it.
Go ahead.
Here we go. Can you hear it? What is that?
I don't know.
I can't hear it.
You can't hear it.
This is the greatest and best song in the world.
Oh, you can't hear it? Maybe the way this system is set up, it doesn't play through the thing. You couldn't hear that, huh?
No.
All right, here's one. Oh, yeah, Money for Nothing.
Yeah.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear that one.
Okay. Money for Nothing.
Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi respects anything.
There we go. Bon Jovi. All right.
So and again, this is purely arbitrary.
Okay.
There's some Duran.
There you go.
Phenomenal.
Here's Robbins.
We love this one.
By the way, I can teach that
I
one.
love the song, but it's not. It's the same thing 3 times, 10 seconds.
Yeah, we're going to be flagged on YouTube for this one.
Yeah. Oh, that's Blink 182.
Right. Oh, yeah, Bob Marley. Almost every Bob Marley song has a good opening.
Yeah.
All right, one more. Oh, yeah. Painted Black by the Stones.
Yeah.
This is my neighbor. This is his go-to 30 seconds. And the problem is it's really hard to beat because it's so iconic. And, he's like, and this happened the other night. We were pretty drunk. But he's like, and now I got helicopters coming at me. People are shooting at me.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's been used in every movie. That if you're in Vietnam, you're going to hear Jimi Hendrix or this. I mean, those are your 2 options.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Baba O'Reilly. The Who. This is that. Baba O'Reilly. What's this one?
Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me do it in my van every Sunday.
I haven't heard of this one. I gotta say that.
All right.
Gotta admit it.
Galen, where's the Bloodmobile today? That was fun.
And enjoy the rest of your day. And people at home, send Larry emails with your top 5. Well, I better send it to Robin because Larry will never get it.
That's right. I won't get it. That's right.
Oh, there you go.
At Benatar?
Joan Jett. All right, you got.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, Joan Jett. Okay.
Where's the Bloodmobile today?
Today, hey, we're at the Walmart down in the Villages, so please come by and see us and get the Vibes Donate Blood. We are in critical need of all types, and It takes a little longer than 30 seconds.
All right, we got to go.
It only takes about 5 minutes.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. Iran mocking President Trump, who signed new sanctions against it. Tehran questioning the president's mental abilities. The U.S. saying,
If Iran were serious about a solution, it wouldn't be violating the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. It wouldn't be the world's central banker of international terrorism. It wouldn't have its forces engaged in combat in other sovereign countries.
That's National Security Advisor John Bolton speaking from Jerusalem. They have 2 weeks